Hey man, what it is? This is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. You already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $5, $10, $100. It's much, much, much appreciated. Um, Richardson Hitchins fought last night. And I don't even really want to talk about the fight because I could care less. I was not impressed. He is doing a lot of the same things. I seen certain people trying to give him credit, blase, blah, blah, blah. When you don't go in there, especially in that seventh, eighth round, and get that guy out of there, when you could clearly see that that man is tired and is ready to go, Richardson Hitchison has no killer instinct, and is why he will never be elite. Let's talk about it. Richardson Hitchison, I know that you better call out devinhaney, but you can't beat devinhaney neither. Nobody wants to see two guys walk around the ring and not throw punches. Nobody wants to see that, my guy. Y'all two styles is what every new parent needs to put the baby to bed. Just hey yo, if you want to put your kids to sleep, just put on Richardson versus Devin Haney, and I promise you they'll go right to bed. I guarantee you. 40 mil bill is what they call them. Richardson to me is overrated. Africa, you're cool, bro. You got a nice box game. You a great boxer. I'll give you that. You're a really good boxer. You know what I'm saying? I think you can hold your own in a ring with anybody, but there's nothing special about you. And you have zero killer instinct. And somebody like Sabriel Matías is your worst nightmare because everything that you don't want to do, he is going to force you to do. The same way I feel about Issa Cruz. That would be your worst nightmare. It's the guys that put pressure on would literally be your worst nightmare because the problem is when even if you get them hurt, you won't try to finish them. No, no. Boxing and outboxing people only works if you're dominating the way Floyd Mayweather's was doing, or you're the A side, you're the favorite in the fight. All that boxing, you better go ask Jermaine Ortiz. And I'm not sure that you can beat Jermaine Ortiz right now. That'd be a fight I would love to see because I don't think you can beat him. But we will see a fight very similar. I just think Jermaine Ortiz got way more experience and way more dog. But you seen with Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimolopez, all that, but you can outbox somebody. But if people feel as though you are running away from that man because you do not want that smoke, then they are not going to judge it in your favor. They will only do that if you was the A side like they did to you last night. You don't want no smoke with Sabriel Matías, my guy. He will knock you out. I think the pressure going to be too much. I think you're going to do all that boxing. He's going to let you do whatever he lets everybody do. You're going to go in there, be throwing your jabs. He's going to come in there with the high guard, and then he's going to start throwing them little short in between shots, and you ain't going to like it. And he's going to constantly put pressure on and cut the ring off. And even though Hitchison got good footwork and all of that. But I see this fight going exactly how David Benavidez and Boo Boo Andrade went. Especially from a man that don't have no killer instinct, man. So I'm not even sure that you would punch enough or be aggressive enough to get a Sabriel Matías out of here with your boxing. That is the problem, my dude. You got skills, my guy. You got speed. You got decent power, I guess. Pretty good footwork, good hand movement, a great jab on you. You have all of those things, my guy. Height, length, no diddy. You got all of that for you, my guy. But you ain't got that mental IQ and you don't have that heart. And that's what you need at the elite level. The two things you are lacking is what's going to separate you from them. It's what's going to separate you from a Devin Haney. You cannot beat Devin Haney right now because you're going to try to fight his fight. But the difference is he has more experience at it and he attacks the body better than you do. And he's a little more active than you are. So you calling out Devin just to go in there and probably lose 10-2, 9-3. I know you too good of a boxer to lose every round to Devin, but you're definitely going to lose 8-4 to Devin Haney for sure. You don't have enough killer. You cannot beat Devin Haney without killer instinct. It just don't work like that. You're not going to beat Devin Haney without no killer instinct, and you're damn sure not going to beat Sabriel Matías without of it. I think I think Sabriel Matías will end you on the stall. I think you will be his eighth opponent that will not get up from the outside of that ring because the pressure is too much, man. He's going to make you fight, and we have not seen Richardson fight ever. Fight is not what he do. What happens when you have to? When it's a bloodbath, when a guy is cutting a ring off, he's beating you up, he's going to the body, he's pushing you around. What are you going to do then? I would love to see Hitchins against Ergashev. I would love to see Hitchins against Ergashev. I want to see what you do with somebody that's cracking for real. Because this fight was better than the Jose Zepeda fight, because that was one of the most boring fights I have ever seen in my life, my guy. Just to let you know. But I'm down on Hitchins, man. I'm down on Africa, man. Because I know I like these other boxing channels, they could tell y'all whatever, the same way they sleeping on Issa Cruz. I promise you, y'all, Dean will be right at the end, like I'm always is. Y'all have not proven me wrong about nothing on this boxing thing on YouTube yet. Not nothing. And I am telling you, he do not possess what it takes to beat a Teo, a Sabriel Matías, a pitbullcruz, a devinhaney. All the guys he has to go against, especially now that winning. You don't go backwards, my guy. I'm not sure that you beat Jermaine Ortiz, is what I'm saying. I would favor Jermaine Ortiz against you, my dude. Because I think he's the top 5 a guy at 140. He shouldn't have lost against Teo. He shouldn't have lost against Lomachenko. He should be the champion right now as we speak. I think Jermaine Ortiz has a better chance of beating Devinhaney than you do. I think Devin will wipe you clear, my guy. Because Devin has way more killer instinct than you. Devin is not uncomfortable with making you uncomfortable, my guy. Actually, that's what Devinhaney possesses. Devinhaney don't let you get in rhythm. If you think that you're going to just sit back and get in rhythm with Devinhaney all night, I can tell you that's not going to happen. You don't attack the body enough. You a headhunter. You do not attack the body enough to beat a Devinhaney or to beat a pitbullcruz. You're not aggressive enough. Pitbull gonna put that high guard on you and be throwing haymakers until he catches you. Body shots. He's gonna wear that body down, have you backed up against the ropes. Him and Sabriel Matías are gonna do the same things. The reason why Sabriel Matías is such dangerous for you, because he's gonna do all of that, but he has the length. He has the speed. He has certain things that Pitbull don't possess. These guys is going to hurt you in there, man, because you playing around, and the only person that's playing is you, my guy. You playing with your career. You should have got that guy out of here in the 7th, 8th round. That is not good enough competition for you to be having knockout brawls with for 12 rounds, my dude. You got to do better than that. Not having killer instinct in boxing is a death sentence. Because you can't name me one that don't have, besides Rigondeaux, that doesn't have killer instinct that actually gets you somewhere. It doesn't. All the great fighters that we love, all of them, name them, they all had killer instinct. Even the boxers that we love, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones Jr. Even the boxers that we love, they had killer instinct. You have none, my guy. So my best piece of advice for you, stay away from Sabriel Matías, because he's going to show you what's the difference between, he's going to show you what I am talking about on what you need in fighting. Gervonta Davis has a famous quote. The great philosopher Gervonta Davis said, all that boxing, what you going to do when I hit you? Because you're going to get hit. And I don't want to hear what Dean, he showed some heart yesterday. He was getting tagged up, and then he came. And again, that wasn't Sabriel Matías or Pitbullcruz or Teofimolopez or Devinhaney or any of them guys. Ergashev, it wasn't none of those guys. If Richardson Hitchins would have fought Gary Antoine Russell last night, he would have got knocked out. Oh, I'm going to say that for the people in the back. If Richardson Hitchins was fighting Gary Antoine Russell last night, he would have got knocked out. Sleep. The guys that are the top guys at your division, which you are now in that top 6, top 7 guys at 140, my guy, that's you. You can't beat none of them, neither. You're going to stay right there because you don't have what it takes to beat them guys. They all possess something that you don't possess. Even if they don't possess it as much as the others possess it, they just possess it more than you do. I am down on Richardson Hitchins. I am not a fan. The last two fights I've seen from him, I have not been impressed. He had one of the most boring fights I've seen in a long time. And the things he lacked, I'm not even sure that you can teach somebody at this point. So y'all know what this is, man. Dean by any means. And I'll holla at y'all.